changed how I feel. Let me cook now. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside me. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with you, baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. I wanna thank you for taking me as I am. You see the silver lining when I'm in.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Second down now, 7 to go. They're going play action. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get 22 out of that play. And the Rams have the first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now we're on here with Blake Corum. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
He'll expect more from himself in those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's a design run. They're across the 40. Nice run here. To the house. Touchdown, LA! The Rams take a 6-0 lead right away. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Your 2nd and 10 from the 21. Penix working from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here. Third down, it's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. Gets him the first past the 35. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped.
At their own 42-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Now start on the ground, Corum. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Motioning one of the tight ends. 2nd down, run by Corum. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Vacates quickly left side. That one's cut along the left sideline. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams take a 13-0 lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Gibson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. He gets this out quickly to London. And he's tackled for no gain.
Complete to number 5, Greg London. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. It's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. They connect on the deep shot. And he has this to the opposing 35.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Carry for Robinson. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would.
At the 18-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Cousins now off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Robinson. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a one-score game. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights, and the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Blake Corum now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Now Ritter. He's throwing deep to the left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Now they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's trying to go deep again. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Picked up at the 38. And he gets him a nice chunk on that return on the final play of our 1st quarter. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll have it a little short of midfield. Cousins on 1st down. Buying some time right. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's Cousins. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 33. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10. Cousins. Dumps it off to Robinson. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Falcon first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But on the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Penix is going to throw again. He's caught. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Robinson can't push it across. They make the stand. Looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Bronco. And jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good play, good play. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Gosh, I just love seeing wrinkles like that added to your offense in these key situations. Kind of call it the Andy Reid effect. He's been so good down here near the goal line in that one. Well, it almost went in for 6.
3rd and goal now. Can they find that final yard? Penix. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker, and because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts from the 16. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Here's Williams to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Gets this one to Blake Corum. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
Motion man sent left. He gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
throwing from the gun. He put everything he's got behind it. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Just something off in the rhythm of the passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on third down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
It's fielded at the 14. And we'll love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Offense to the line for second down. Penix here from the gun. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the air on third and long. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Oh, it's an interception. Kobe Durant has it. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Well, no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. We've set it downs for them from the 31. A gift to Corum. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Ritter to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there, defense. As that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Throw here, third down. Will finds his back. It's Cole. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Rams are set to punt. Back deep for the Falcons, Jamal Agnew. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that one drawn up to perfection. They're going to down this one at the 5. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They pick the handoff. Now Cousins. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust. And trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Cousins. And this one is launched downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. 1st down throw here for Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. And now they face 2nd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Comes up empty on that one. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punch it away again. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
The career's more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just wanna.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Second and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And it looks great flying through the air, bro, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be pushed out near that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, around to Robinson. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down. Offense to the line fast.
47-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's intercepted near the sideline. And the Rams take over on his 5th interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Corum to begin the drive. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by the rookie Xavier Watts.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. No run with Cora. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That one's cut on the left sideline. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Rolling from the pistol, Stafford. Short pass brought in. It's inside the 10. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams push their lead further to start the half. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. They'll decline this and take the results. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Devin Tompkins to return. And he's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's loaded another one up. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. He's going to try another deep one here. He's got it deep downfield. A pickup there of 39. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid Watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Hits him on the out route. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. It's Cousins once more. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Rams take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Stafford. Catch made a right side by Nakua. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First and 10. Here's Stafford. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Stafford now on 2nd and 10. Pass complete. 2-2 Atwell. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Rams have the first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. First and 10 from the 43. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Stafford now on 1st down. And that's completed right side. A lot of mess on the move here. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins again. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He's looking deep once again. He connects on the deep shot. And he is down inside the 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
2 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Here's the fake, Cousins to throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Cousins to throw once again. On the move. Cousins lost it. It's scooped up by the Rams. And they can't call a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
One of the tight ends motions right. They're going to run on 1st down with Corum. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Corum again. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. The Falcons bring it in, and they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Rams first down.
Running the counter, Corum. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
No springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
They'll go to the option on second down. Williams fields the pitch. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
You know, as a running back, when you get that pitch, you better get vertical in a hurry. Get beyond that line before anybody can get to you.
Third and just 2 to go. Now a toss play for Corum. And they're turned away on third and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down. Listen, with that sack in mind, Brock, we all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate? Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Tompkins now to return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down throw for Cousins. He's going deep this time. That's complete inside the 35. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Gonzalez now for the extra point. Boy, is it close, but the point after does go through. And the Falcons drop the lead back to 13. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the onside kick doesn't can out. The Rams make the recovery. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jesse Bates in to pick it off.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
On first and 10, it's Cousins. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Falcon first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Cousins on first down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So it's second down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Cousins on 3rd and short. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. 7 yards on that pickup. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
First and 10. Here's Cousins. Throwing deep towards the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Cousins again. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. Taking a chance to the end zone. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Extra point is good by Gonzalez. And the Falcons get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Corum now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Lean back, motion's right. We give here to the motion man. Continuing to move past the 45. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams go up by 12 in the 4th. It's a Blake Corum touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off, and pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Stafford's going to throw for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
42. Falcons.
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Gibson now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Gibson on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Cousins. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons 14 points back. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Fourth down, pass coming. Forced out to his right. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Rams are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Hey, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
First and 10 now from the 46. First play is a design run. And who knows what was going on there as he's finally brought down for a huge loss. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Oh, man, that just stuns you. That's exactly what you're not thinking is going to happen on a first down run. They'll likely need now a big gain on second to try to get back on schedule.
They're going to pass it here. Look at that power, deep left side. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here he goes, third and long. He's trying to go deep again. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Gibson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. Running down the left side. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. To the air, Cousins. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Big gain downfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First and 10. Cousins. Finds it over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. The Falcons take a timeout. It's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Call it feel, Kate, call it instincts. I don't really care what you call it, but the best QBs, they can sense it. They know it when that pressure's coming, and they know how to avoid it. Keep that play alive, extend it outside of the chaos, and go get your offense at completion.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
It's incomplete. Brings up third and 5.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Cousins to throw once again. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
Desperation time here on fourth. Gets this one to London. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. Drake London with the touchdown. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in. Right, higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the fourth.
Lining up to take it on second.